all, welcome to Dave and Love. So for today's video, we are going to talk about what is insurance and how insurance plays as an important role in our lives. So all of those questions will be answered today. If you are new to our channel, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on our latest videos. So if you are ready, let's start! Gaano nga ba ka-importante ang insurance? Ano ba ang mga benefits na makukuha natin pag kukuha tayo ng insurance? And what are advantages and disadvantages of getting an insurance policy? So para malinawan tayo sa lahat ng mga questions about insurance, we have a special guest. He is a licensed financial advisor. Please help us welcome Mr. Niño Garcia.
Hi all, good day and thank you for this chance to further explain about and to share with you all about insurance.
Thank you, Kuya. So, it's my pleasure to be with you today, Kuya. So, Kuya Nins, gaano ka na ba katagal sa pagiging financial advisor? At paano ka napunta sa field ng isang insurance company?
Okay, my wife who started as a licensed financial advisor way back 2016, and just last 2019 I was coded as one of the financial advisor in a certain insurance company. I start ako noong December actually. I would like to also to inform you na si Lovelyn yung unang naging kliyente ko. So si Lovelyn ngayon, may existing policy na siya. She started last January and it was also approved on the same month.
So I'm so grateful to be your first client, Kuya Nins. So I have some other questions. So what are the challenges you encountered as a financial advisor and nag-enjoy ka ba?
Actually, it's not that easy to be in this field. Lahat ng mga kakilala ko noon, my friends and colleagues before, yung wife ko yung naging financial advisor nila. So, which I have said before na siya yung nauna as a licensed financial advisor. So ngayon, it was a big challenge for me kasi most of my friends that I wanted to help and be insured, naging kliyente na ng Cisco. So, right now, I'm still looking forward to meet some other clients na hindi yung usual friends mo lang, but I want to know other people na wala talagang relation. For me to at least help them and make them aware and educate about financial planning and how they can manage their finances.
Okay, thank you, Kuya Niño. By the way, I've got my insurance at the age of 22 and they've got the age of 21. We are so happy that our insurance are being approved at this young age. So I have another question, Kuya Niño. What are different kinds of insurance?
There are a lot of types of insurance now. You have car insurance or any motor vehicle insurance, property insurance. Like you want your property to be insured. Like for example, your house in times of uncertainties or contingencies. Like for example, unexpected na may mangyari sa property mo, sa bahay mo. You can have it being covered na insurance, a certain insurance policy. Ito, yung sa amin, just a life insurance. Yung sa amin naman is yung buhay ng tao. So, which is very important na dapat talaga pina-prioritize natin o pinapahalaga natin yung importance ng insurance that needs to be applied sa sa buhay ng isang tao. In our company, we handle this life insurance. We want each Filipinos to be covered, to have their own policy, life insurance policy for their protection also. And not only for those individuals na nakumuha ng policy, but to their families and their dependents also.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. So what is the purpose of getting an insurance?
The main purpose, which I believe for having an insurance is for your income or wealth protection. It's like having a car. Pag may properties ka or may sarili ka na sasakyan, ano yung required kapag may sasakyan ka, diba? One of the requirements is that you need to have that insurance. For what reason? Or just in case you get involved in an accident. So, at least you had a peace of mind na di ka na dapat ma-worry kasi all the expenses should be shouldered by your insurance company. The same with the life insurance. The purpose of getting a policy is to have a protection, income and wealth protection in times of contingencies or uncertainties. So what are these contingencies? So we have what we call SAD. So sickness, accident, and death. What if ikaw yung breadwinner or ikaw yung provider ng family mo? Something happens to you in an unexpected way. So yung income ba or yung gastusin ba ng family na nakadepende sa'yo is nag-aano din ba? Nag-stop din ba? Diba hindi?
Yes.
So it would still continue. All the bills, lahat ng gastusin sa bahay, which is they rely on your income. Yun ang pinaka-purpose ng insurance. So instead of getting worried in the future, like something happens to you, it would give you peace of mind. Kasi si insurance na yung magbibigay ng family mo. Like for example, you get a policy for 1 million policy, but it doesn't mean na yung 1 million babayaran mo. So you will just pay a certain amount. Yung 1 million ibibigay ng family mo just in case something happen to you. Kasi this is the problem that we have right now. Kasi hindi tayo aware ng importance ng insurance. Unlike some other countries, hindi ka na mag-aalala kung something happens to you kasi alam mo naman na may magpro-provide sa'yo sa family mo just in case something happens to you. So yun ang pinaka-importance ng insurance.
So at least kuya, diba, hindi masyadong burden yung financial problem pag in case something happen. Yes. Okay, so how about the advantages and disadvantages of getting a policy, kuya?
I could not give more in the disadvantages. Siguro it's some other people considered it as some additional expense. We should not think that way. Rather, it could be a savings for your future needs. So advantages naman is marami talaga. So just in case may mangyari sa'yo, hindi na mag-aalala yung family mo saan sila kukuha ng panggasto. If you have a child to send to school in the future, may savings ka na you can use in the future.
How long should be the client pays policy?
It would depend sa client kung ilang years niya ang gustong tapusin yung premiums niya. So some of the clients would want to pay in a shorter term. Some would get yung 5 taon lang, 5 years, or most of the time yung sa 10 years. Pag natapos mo na yung term mo, your money, even though if walang nangyari sa'yo, an accident, it doesn't mean na hindi ka na covered. As long as your policy is active, so whatever happens to you, you are still entitled. Depende rin sa product na kinuha mo. Kasi we have also products na you are covered up to age 100. Kasi usually yung life expectancy natin ngayon is 70 or 80.
So sometimes there are certain circumstances happen. So what if si client hindi kayang bayaran yung 10 years, or there are times na hindi niya mabayaran yung premiums niya, what will happen?
Just in case na darating yung time na you can no longer pay, or let's just say for 1 month you cannot pay for the premiums, your policy will not be automatically forfeited. Yung sa life insurance kasi, yung sinave mo na money dito, yung binayad mo naman na premiums dito is hindi lang siya for that certain policy na kinuha mo eh. There are certain amounts also na pwede natin ilagay sa investment. That money is earning na, pwede natin dun kunin yung pangbayad ng premiums mo until such time na you can continue to pay. Hindi siya like some other na pag nagbayad ka, then you can no longer pay for a certain month. Magpi-penalty siya or mag-incur siya ng interest, or the worst is talagang magiging forfeited na yung policy mo. You earn from the money you invested. Basta, ang pinaka-importante lang is hindi nadideplete yung fund value mo. So, we can use that to pay for your premiums, monthly premiums.
So, diba dito sa Philippines, kuya, is hindi masyadong open-minded yung mga people for the insurance unless sa other countries. So, may mga tao talaga na nagsasabi na yung insurance is para lang sa mga mayayaman. Is it true?
No, actually, yung katulad natin nasa average income earner lang. The more that we need the insurance. Kasi yung mga mayayaman is they can pay the amount if they really need it. By the time na something happens to us, saan tayo kukuha ng pambayad? When you have a policy, you will not get worried. Secured ka na eh. So, in our country, which is insurance is not that idea. Our thinking kasi is, it's too expensive. Isa yun sa mga advocacies namin na we educate the people to get a policy. The usual kasi na nangyayari, pag something happen to the provider of the family, nangyayari is nangungutang pa tayo. So, hindi siya pangmayaman lang. So the more that we need the insurance, as long as you're earning the more na you have to get a policy. Kasi ito yung time na may pangbayad ka pa eh. How much more kung wala ka ng pangbayad? So saan ka kukuha ng pangbayad mo ng isang policy? So the more that we are earning, we have an income. So it's the right time to get insured.
So what can you advise to young generation like us na kumikita na?
We should grab that opportunity. Sa kasi sa insurance is the younger that you get the policy, the lesser the amount that you will pay. Okay? Because hindi ka pa masyadong exposed sa sa mga sakit. Okay? Some other people kasi who have their policy at the age of 40 or 30, medyo mas mahal na siya compared if you get policy at the younger age. So halimbawa sa inyo ni Dave, so it was a good decision, no? Kasi mas cheaper yung premium nyo. At the same time, yung riders na pwede nyo i-add, which is I will discuss later, ano yung riders. Higher yung amount ng riders na pwede mo i-add since able pa yung body mo to work. So, this is the very right time, no, to get a policy compared when you get a policy at the age of 40. Well, I'm not discouraging, no, as long as you can be covered, you can be coverable for a policy, we should grab that opportunity, no. Yung insurance company kasi, pag hindi ka na or may existing existing na sakit ka na, the higher the chances na hindi ka na pwedeng magkaroon ng policy. I encourage, no, sa mga younger generations na we should prioritize, no, having an insurance. I'm not limiting the idea of focusing on always saving, no, but it's a good idea. Pwede naman tayo mag-enjoy. We can travel and buy all the things that we wanted to buy. But I hope these younger generations would think that how important getting a policy.
So you said earlier, Kuya, na as early as kumikita na, pwede nang kumuha. How about yung mga parents na may maliliit pa na mga anak? So pwede ba nila yunan ng policy?
Yes, I have friends, no, na they just gave birth just last month. When you get a policy for your child at 0 age, it is cheaper. At the age of 18, when your child get into college, the money that you put in at that age will earn more. So if you're planning to have a baby, I would recommend that it's better to have a policy for your child 1 year before because it is much cheaper. This is the time for you to invest or preparation for your child's education.
So in conclusion, yung insurance is para sa mahihirap, mayayaman, bata at patatanda. So who are the people who don't need an insurance?
Okay, so that's a good question. The person who don't need insurance is those individuals who are immune to sickness, mortal, and those individuals who have their own hospital since they have that facilities that could take care for them. But for us, we should protect ourselves, not only for us but for our family also.
So you've mentioned earlier about rider. Can you explain further?
Rider in insurance term is pag kumuha ka ng policy, you can also add some riders. For example, critical illness, cancer. Instead of getting from your savings to pay for that critical illness, so si insurance na mismo magbabayad. Ito yung pinaka-importante. The more that you're getting older, the more na na-expose tayo sa mga illnesses, the more na hindi na tayo magiging coverable or hindi na tayo pwede bigyan ng rider. Meron din tayong tinatawag na accidental death. If we want to have a policy, I would advise na we should get this one. Yung kinuha mo na accidental death na benefit is another thing na ibibigay sa family mo. It would be also better for us to be insured to have this kind of rider.
So how many policies can we get? May limit ba or as many as we can?
Actually, wala. Depende sa'yo kung gusto mo ng maraming policy. But the policy that you get are considered to be your investment. So, nag-i-earn din siyang money from that interest na in-earn niya based sa investment vehicle na nilalagyan mo. So, the more policies na meron ka, the better. Kasi mas secure yung yung future mo. Yung money mo is lumalaki siya. I know someone na marami siyang policy. Kahit nasa 50s na siya. So, she knows the important or how important the insurance or the policy that she has. As long as she can pay.
Is there a minimum amount of getting an insurance policy?
Wala naman. When you talk about the minimum amount required, it would depend always on your age and on your income and your capacity to pay also. I know someone who has a policy and he's paying for 3,000 a quarter. That would be 1,000 per month. So it's like saving for 30 pesos a day and he's now insured or covered in a certain policy. No?
Thank you, Kuya. So, what can you advise sa mga taong hindi pa kumukuha ng insurance or may planong magkuha pero nagdadalawang isip pa?
We want to save, right? And most of us saves on banks. I'm not saying na we should avoid saving from the banks. It's still good. But if you are thinking for long term, we should also consider having a policy. Kasi pag nag-save tayo sa bank, okay naman yun. I'm not discouraging people not to save in the bank. But if we're using for short term, like for daily expenses natin, pwede tayo mag-save sa bank. But if you want your money to earn more, you can invest insurance. You can have a policy. At the same time, you are protected. The usual kasi, hesitant tayo eh. Yung mindset natin is parang mali yung pagkakaintindi natin sa insurance. If we try to think to some other countries, talagang requirements nila yung insurance. If you want to get an insurance but medyo late na sa edad mo, the higher the chance na medyo yung cost niya is mahal na siya compared when you get an insurance at your younger age, mas cheaper pa siya. We should save first our income. I also conduct a financial planning. Dun sa session na kinakonduct ko is I teach some individuals how to manage their finances. In your expenses kasi, you should consider this percentage. I usually do the 60, 20, and 20. So 60% should go on your operational expenses, 20 on investment, and 20 on your financings. This method that I use is to have a healthy lifestyle. For example, if you're earning 20,000 per month, so 60% of the 20,000 should go on your personal expenses and it should not go higher. Pag nag-exceed ka sa 60%, talagang magkaka-problema ka in the long run. We should make this as a discipline. Saving is really important. So if you have some inquiries about insurance and if you want to attend a session on money management, so you can email at the description below.
So we hope that we enlighten your mind about insurance and money management. So if you have any questions, you can email to this account or just comment down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.